Good morning, everyone. This is Forex coming in with another pre-market analysis video. This morning, we're going to be looking at NZDUSD, also known as the Kiwi. But before we get to breaking down this currency pair, we have to state that this video is only for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. But we all know why you're here. You want to find good financial content to improve one's finances. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started breaking down this currency pair. All right, so before we get to talk about what's actually going on the chart, it's very important for us to discuss the overall lingering fundamentals of the NZD and USD, the respective currencies that we're looking at. Now, as we stated before, the USD is suffering from inflation, has been doing for the U.S. economy is suffering from inflation, has been doing for several weeks now with no end in sight, which has inherently made the USD very weak. But also, we also have a conflict going on in Europe between Russia and Ukraine that I'm pretty sure everyone's aware of, in which that the USD has also acted as a safe haven currency, to which I believe is because America is the major country imposing all the sanctions on Russia. So the USD is not traditionally a safe haven currency, but during this conflict, it has acted as one. So that's one that that's what we may have to pay attention to. And the NZD is also known as a panic currency. So when anytime there is any type of global conflict, the NZD automatically starts to devalue and lose its value while safe haven currencies gain value. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. This chart actually shows a good example of what I mean about the NZD being a panic currency and the USD acting as a somewhat of a safe haven currency for this conflict. Because this is basically what happened last week since the invasion and the threat of invasion began. And you've seen it was a steep drop, even though we've been trying to push price up and continue to try to push price up. So, with that being said, from a technical analysis standpoint, as long as that we don't have any changes in our global politics that can force this European conflict into a global conflict, we will 9 times out of 10 continue with our trend up. But if we do have any changes in that, we will see a drop in price. And as I stated in previous videos, Russia and Ukraine is currently entering into somewhat of beginning stages of peace talks, and they've sent representative diplomats to a neutral zone. So we have to see how that plays out and how that is going to affect the markets. So we have several different scenarios of what's going on. If we stay with the current fundamentals of what's going on, we will continue to go up. Now, if we have any type of geopolitical changes in which can activate the NZD into its panic mode and activate USD into its safe haven mode, and then we will have a push down. Okay. So, this week you're going to have to trade all the currencies with the understanding that there can be a fundamental shift in the currency strength or weakness during any time any particular news is reported. Okay. So, as I stated before, if we continue in our current fundamentals with no disruption from geopolitical news, we will continue to go up. If we do have any changes with geopolitical news in which Russia becomes a lot more aggressive with Ukraine, or there is a threat to one of the NATO nations from Russia in which all the NATO countries will align themselves against it, that will cause immediate global panic because people will be scared of full-scale war, nuclear war. That will definitely cause a decline in price very fast and very sharply. Okay? I hope that information was helpful for you guys. Happy trading.